Portra 800 is like eating in fancy restaurant. You know it's gonna be good. You know it's gonna be one of the best experience you ever had. But you know it's gonna break your bank. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, so if you like what you see, please like, share, and subscribe, and follow me in this journey. This summer, I had the opportunity to go back to Washington, D.C. It is my second time there, and it's one of my favorite cities. This is such a rich and historical city, which is absolutely delight to shoot photos at. I bought my first roll of Portra 160, 400, and 800 while I was in DC, and as I was exploring all the museums there, I found myself inside National Portrait Museum, and I thought to myself, it's kind of dark in here. I was quite literally shaken while loading this film. Maybe it was the adrenaline, or maybe it was all the blicks that I have huffed over the years finally catching up to me. Anyways, I loaded up Portra 800, and the look of this film is exactly what I thought film look was before I started shooting film. Even though there are grain, the detail is still very amazing for this high ISO film. The photos almost look like pencil drawings to me, pastel and textured. I would admit though, for all the good photos I took, I think I could have worked with 400 ISO and still got most of the photos. But what this film allowed me was to stop down my aperture a little more and get that deep focus, just like street photos, but inside, in low light, which was just amazing. The most important thing is how easy a film is to work with or to edit. To me, film is just another form of sensor. A sensor that I prefer working with, but at the end of the day, it's just another sensor. To me, what matters more is how easy it is to get the look that I want out of a sensor or a film. And Portra 800 was just amazing to work with. Editing Portra 800 was like cutting cotton candy with a knife made out of water. This film is no magic stick from Harry Potter though. Every photo you take won't just be perfect. Even though this film has a lot of latitude, if you're shooting something very harsh and like harsh lighting and you expose for the highlight, the shadow is gonna be destroyed. And I made that mistake in these 3 photos. I wasn't trying to, but I think my meter got fooled, or I wasn't paying attention, or I don't know what happened, but I absolutely destroyed all these 3 photos. Something to keep in mind is that negative film always does better when the film base itself is more dense. It's always better to get perfect exposure, but if you're not sure, just overexpose instead of underexposing. So how's this film in natural light? I would say the best time to shoot this film is golden hour and early blue hours, and if you have a tripod, then late blue hour. I mean, if you're brave enough, you can shoot this film f/22 1/8,000th of a second in mid-daylight, but I would recommend against it. Every photo that I took outside, if there was cloud in the photo, the cloud was never clipping. There was more than enough shadow detail, and even when I was shooting at like backlit scenes, it still held up and it was amazing. This film met every single expectation I had. When I bought it, I knew it was going to be amazing. I shot it, processed it, scanned it, and I wasn't disappointed because it was amazing. But this brings me back to my main point. Just like fine dining, when you walk inside, it's fancy and everything. And if you order pasta, you know you're going to get one string of pasta with sausage drizzled over it with eyedropper. But it's going to be the best pasta you have had in a while. This film was kind of like that. It cost an arm and a leg to buy this film. If you buy it in bulk, it's around $17 or something, but if you buy it like individually, it's like $19, $18. And even though I love this film and I would have loved to shoot more of this film, I don't think I'll recommend someone starting out to shoot a lot of this film. Something I would say is to shoot this film at least once, because it's really amazing. At 800 ISO, it's just amazing to work with. But unless you're making a decent change out of your photography or out of everything that you're doing, then I don't think it's worth it to spend so much money and get 800 ISO. I mean, even Portra 400 would be a better deal for most users compared to Portra 800. If I'm using fancy fine dining analogy for this film, then what would aerochrome be? In my opinion, aerochrome, like shooting aerochrome, is like rich, successful people eating exotic food while broke bitches like me are jealously looking sourly, saying, it does not even look good, while saving a lot of money to at least try it once. Maybe? Well, what do you guys think about it? Well, that's all from me, folks. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a short film review, and if you like what you're seeing, please subscribe, like, share, do all the cool stuff, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.